What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Claws, where I review underground hip-hop albums. And this week, luckily, I have a delightful guest with me. This is KD, Kinda Dead, from the Phantom Fleet.
What's up, boys?
If you guys don't know who he is, there will be a link in the description showing you his most recent single off of his project, Glass King, called Porcelain, which is produced by the producer I Am Me. And that song is one of his most popular to date outside of I'm Off. And I'm very happy to have him on the show today. Unfortunately, we cannot have Blue here today because he is doing family stuff. So, good job being a family man.
Everybody drop a fuck Blue in the chat.
So today we're going to be reviewing Soap's Path album. This, personally, for me, is one of my favorite albums that dropped this year. I have a lot of love for Soap. Just front to back, for me, this album is just... It's very reminiscent of Walk, which is my introduction to him, which was last year. And I really, really enjoyed what I heard so far from that album. And I'm very, very eager to see what he does in the future. But, I mean, that's just me. What'd you think about it?
It was pretty good. It was alright. No, I'm just kidding. It was very good. I recently was also introduced to Soap through my podcast, 66.9 Fan Radio. Maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. Pretty big deal. But yeah, I reviewed his project, Purgatory's Lament, which was my introduction to his music, which I thought was a fantastic project. He seemed to take it in a bit of a different direction for this one, which I appreciate. I think he did really well. One thing I'll say about Soap, he's got probably the best production choice out of pretty much any artist that I know in the underground. This man knows his flow, what he can do with it, and he picks just the right beats to maximize what he does with it, with his music. So, in that regard, I appreciate it. He's a good guy. Better at picking beats than I am. Better artist all around, if I'm being honest. But hey, that's beside the point.
One of my favorite songs off this project is Up Front, which features Lil Zelly. Now, KD and I both know who Lil Zelly is just based off of seeing his name floating across the Twitter timeline, but neither one of us really dove into his music until I had a chance to listen to this. The same thing with KD. It was kind of weird because when I first started listening to this verse, I'm like, this doesn't sound like anyone I've heard before. It sounds like someone that would be considered, I hate to say it, but Lil Zelly's voice sounds like a mainstream rapper that I cannot remember the name of. But this verse is like something I never expected from someone like that. Like, it just blew me away. And the fact that him and Zelly could come together on a track like that and mesh styles together so perfectly, like, that surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, Zelly definitely surprised me as well. Obviously, based off of his name alone, my hopes were not very high, probably way down here. But in that event, he did blow me away. His verse, he matched what Soap brought to the table very well, and their styles actually blended together a lot better than I thought they would. So in that regard, once again, like I said, he's better at picking features and beats than I am. So shout out to Soap for that, and shout out to Zelly for showing out with what he was given. So
yeah, absolutely. Another standout group of features that's on this album, because Soap likes to give the spotlight to multiple people and not just himself, thankfully. ProG. He has produced quite a few of Soap's tracks, and one of KD's favorite tracks, Matchboy on Purgatory's Lament. ProG is shown on here several times, 3 times actually, and it's just amazing vocal features all around. Like, this man does not stop. And seeing that ProG does lyrically just as much as Soap does, but he also brings a different kind of element to the table that's very reminiscent of Mac Miller on Good AM or Swimming. Like, that's how I feel when I listen to ProG, but that's just me. I really, really enjoyed one specific feature from him, which is the very end of the album. It's Cell Chime Boulevard. That's one of my favorite verses I've ever heard from ProG, hands down. Like, that's just really, really good music for me. But, yeah.
What he said.
Yeah.
I don't know ProG. Honestly, I'm not familiar. I probably should be. Again, I probably should have memorized his name off the last project, Purgatory's Lament. But unfortunately, some people smoke too much and their brains don't work as often as they should. So I'll leave it at that.
Just finishing off the project like that, another track I want to at least glance over is Descended with Cepha. I hope that's how I pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I butchered it somehow, or if it's Sifa, I'm not sure. But your vocals on Descended are utterly amazing, and the fact that Soap can just lead the song and you take over like it's nothing. That's something that I really, really appreciate. It's something that isn't done too often in the scene and needs to be done more. That's just how I see it, though. We need more singers on tracks and shit. Like we have Sepha, we have Chaos and Color, we have Amethyst. And Scarlet when she decides to sing, but there's not a whole lot of people out there that need to see that urge to put on singers. There need to be more singers on rap songs in this scene. Damn it, needs to be.
We're not talking that auto-tune shit either.
Yeah,
keep that.
Yeah,
I mean, some of it's all right.
Yeah,
like, a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna say any names, but y'all be taking a little overboard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, we need people that it's not just a feminine singer. It's not just a singer that can hit high pitches. Like, you can be a low pitched singer and still have an amazing voice. Because like Sepha's range is amazing, but we need someone else that does that more often. We need someone that puts singers on the game too. Like, damn, there needs to be more singers. Needs to be.
Yeah. I feel if there's more opportunity for singers in the underground, we would see more of them. But everybody's so focused on rapping and doing what they got to do, myself included, that singers get forgotten. And, don't be afraid to start experimenting with it. You don't have to be a good singer. You have to be an interesting singer. You have to have an interesting voice. It's not about having a good one.
Yeah.
Mac DeMarco, good example right there. If anybody listens to shitty indie music, his voice isn't the best. It's not like he's out here hitting high notes like fucking Halle Berry or anything like that. But his voice is interesting and it matches what he's trying to do. So just keep that in mind moving forward, because I know it changed my mind on music a lot when someone told me no. So.
I give that my stamp of approval. All in all, that's pretty much all I have to say on this project. You have anything else you want to talk about for it?
Yes, there's one song I wanted to bring up in particular that really stuck out to me. It was Heart/Pastimes. The flow on that one is fucking bonkers. It's a 2-part track, so the first half is different from the second half. I don't know if anyone out there listens to the rapper Wretch, but he did something similar on City Lights/Blockwork. But I think Soap executed the same idea much better on this actual song. I think the 2 parts blend together very well, which is something that Wretch failed to do in his project. This is many, many years ago. You guys probably never fucking heard of it, but it's fine. Look it up if you want to. But yeah, so that song really stuck out to me personally because I've always wanted to try and do something like that myself. I just haven't found the 2 beats to kind of, make it happen with. So
hold it together.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like 2 pieces of Play-Doh that he put together and made it into a fucking beautiful sculpture. So once again, you're a talented guy. I don't care what Two-Face says about you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I just say you're all right. No, I'm fucking with you. That's pretty much all I have to say. KD, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate.
No problem.
Really appreciate you
stopping by. You paid me $6,000 for this appearance, by the way.
Yeah, and now
I'm
plumb dry in my checking now. So yeah. Pretty much how it goes.
All I got is a stupid T-shirt.
Yeah, all I got was this dumb T-shirt. Speaking of which, buy a T-shirt, will ya?
Yeah, buy a shirt, will ya?
The link for the Phantom Fleet store will be below. As of right now, which is July 31st, you will not be able to buy the Bloody Murder T-shirt anymore. Unfortunately, it's gone. But you can still purchase this Phantom Fleet Garage shirt, which is long sleeve only. And it's very, very comfortable, and it makes the hotel room kind of not so cold right now. So yeah, if you guys want that, you want a thin hoodie, they have those like t-shirt hoodies. It has like the same kind of quality as this. It's really, really good for what it is. It's got the Phantom Radio symbol on it, so I highly recommend you guys go down there and give them all of your money. Give them all of your money.
Use code ONLYFAMS. That's not OnlyFans. OnlyFAMS. With an M instead of an N, 10% off at the checkout. Also, forgive me, I'm all dressed up and shit because I just got off work. So I kind of feel bad. Our swag isn't matching right now.
Yeah, that's all right. I
didn't pack any extra clothes.
Someone's got to show out against me because I'm here looking like I just rolled out of bed and shit.
I should have left my tie on before I got up here.
Yeah. So next week, tune in when I review ProG's brand new project. Okay, so tune in next week when I review the brand new ProG album, Heavy as the Head. Until then, enjoy your week, stay selfish, buy a t-shirt, will ya? And yeah, peace.